On the edge of creation, on a dark planet, a much prophesied man's birth would change the world. This is not the story of that man. This is the story of John Scalia Sr.'s 75th birthday. A man whose life gave life to my life. And now, here's to his life. Happy birthday, Dad. This dapper young man was the product of Raffaele and Patricia Scalia. He would soon burn up the academic lanes by graduating kindergarten with his certificate straight off of the Gutenberg Bible Press. This would become a theme in his life. More certificates, more awards, more holy person trading cards. Where are all those holy person trading cards? He played for Our Lady of Perpetual Help's Little League team with wool uniforms. Look at that technology. Awards of merit aplenty, more holy person trading cards, golden idols on pedestals for young Catholics. Look at those icons of hygiene and merit. Our Lady of Perpetual Help liked to take black and white pictures. Here's a Boy State picture with a large Twain sign. Here's his famous Knights of the Altar group and his prayer boys praying for extra pray time pray group. Catholic Digest campaign manager. Catholicism was the rule of the day in Daly City. And here we see a certificate for the Knights of the Altar made out in his name, along with an honor award, an envelope to 258 Irvington in Daly City, and more holy persons trading cards. Where are those holy persons trading cards these days? So valuable. An elusive report card from Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Look at those great grades. Remind me never to show you my report cards. Glad those are burned. Look at that. Great grades. He's on the honor roll for Catholic graduates of 1960. A high honor for anyone, and especially Catholics. More certificates, more awards, more pedigrees. And a badge as the Lieutenant School Safety Patrol. A man of law and order from the beginning. And from here, he graduated from Our Lady of Perpetual Help. He no longer needed perpetual help. He was ready to start giving some help as he matriculated to St. Ignatius High School, the most esteemed preparatory school west of the Mississippi, an Exeter of San Francisco, if you will. They were quite renowned for their fancy yearbooks. And even fancier yearbooks were to come. And he was in them, in these fancy St. Ignatius yearbooks. Let's open up one of these fancy, oh, look at that, the Golden Gate Bridge. This must be a rich school. Look, here we will flip through the pages of the future establishment. The baby boomers in their nascent years being educated by an army of padres and fathers and men sent from the Holy Roman Empire. Scalia, Mr. Scalia, you have arrived. And he did get a number of autographs. Phew. And look at this. More establishment ready. Men ready for the Holy Roman Empire West. And they will learn to golf. Another report card in case you thought the other one was a fluke. Friends, trombones, parades, old-timey baseball. These are the types of things you can expect out of a St. Ignatius experience, and high grades. Only 2 B's, 1 in band. Doesn't really matter. That algebra grade, 87, they should have rounded up. I'm with you, Dad. You basically had straight A's in my book. And fancy yearbooks. Once again, flipping through all of the religious instructors and old 1950 style set shots. Look at that smug pug. Look at that. The smuggest man in the smuggest institution west of the Mississippi, receiving an award for smugness and wit and tongue and debating. More awards, you say? Yes, we do have more awards. This man has more papers than a dog show. awards, speeches, one of the greatest debaters in the history of California, and he looks exactly like me. It's funny how that works. So many awards for talking, speaking, debating. These are some of the most highly rated debate awards in California history right here. You're witnessing history before your very eyes. One of the finest debaters to ever grace the stage. Another report card. We're looking at phenomenal grades here. We're looking at somebody headed straight to the top. He just has so many awards so early, and he was so photogenic. There was just never going to be any telling this guy anything to do. These are his SAT scores. They're so good. They're just so good. And look at all the newspaper clippings. I mean, if you're going to believe your hype, you should believe this hype. A carefree buzz-cut smile on his face. Another trophy hoisted. Another competitor bested. But where are the holy person trading cards? High-ranked debater. High-ranked debater. That's not him, but he did get a Marion Scholarship. Right next to that smiling lady. The press clippings, so impressive. Of course, one cannot live as St. Ignatius forever, so they were forced to graduate him. And here is that rare diploma. The diploma of graduation. On to his next challenge, the University of Santa Clara. Their yearbooks weren't as fancy as St. Ignatius, but their photographs were definitely black and white. And here we go, flipping through them again. Of course, there was none of this Scalia mix-up with Santa Clara, and that's when colors started to be introduced into the world. Another flip through memory lane. Still a Catholic institution, with an honors program, instilled specifically for my father. They had heard that John Scalia Sr. would be going to Santa Clara, so they invented an Ivy League course of instruction for him, just for him. Here is his letter, letting him know that he'd be accepted into the honors division at Santa Clara, signed by Jerome Kerwin, the Jerome Kerwin. And it was signed with best wishes, so you know he means it. Ooh, watch out for that high tuition rate. This man got scholarships in a time when you didn't even need scholarships. That's how good he was, how determined he was to make his own way. And here's more paperwork confirming that fact. The selective service system had no ability to touch him in his academic path. Have you ever seen a college report card? Well, here you go. Our St. Ignatius man did not fall off there in Santa Clara. And here we go. More semester reports. And his ability to live in Vienna as an exchange student. A time that would change his life forever. He was approved to study in Vienna, and he did too graduate from Santa Clara with a BA in history. And they also gave him a diploma. A very nice diploma. Look at that. And where does one go from there? Well, UCLA Law School, of course. UCLA, fight, fight, fight. Dun, 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 dun. Your book's not as cool as SI. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, look at all those lawyers. They're lawyers in the making, ladies and gentlemen. Those are potential lawyers right there. Just surf dreams, yeah. All those surfing lawyers. I remember that. But all in all, it's a solid yearbook. It's law school. They're past the triviality of the previous, less mature yearbooks. And he also worked on the Indian reservation before he got what? Another diploma. A law diploma from UCLA. And then he passed the bar on his 17th try. He passed the bar of the state of California. Congratulations, Dad. Congratulations. And then this is about being an attorney and counselor of the district courts or something above my pay grade. He's even more of an attorney. That's what it says. He's even more of an attorney now. And then life began. And he traveled, and he had hair, and he enjoyed that hair. And I think if you'd ask him now, he'd still like to have that hair. What a gorgeous head of hair that is. And through it all, he did it being raised by his mother and without his father in the picture. Although his father was always there in spirit for him. And as we know, broken things can be made whole again. His father served honorably in the Navy as a submariner. And this was where he was hanging out with his soon-to-be bride, Kathy Nay Miller, there with the family. And he had 3 beautiful children. Well, at least 2 beautiful children and me. And here's just some nice photos with the kids. And he did have a beautiful family. Rumor has it he still has that beautiful family. He had a son and a daughter and a son, and there's his mother, Ms. Patricia Scalia, the matriarch, and him and his cousin Charlie, giving him a very stern look. There's some family photos, his secretary, his daughter, his Curcio group, his spiritual group. His law office was based there, Christmas morning in Pebble Beach. He had friends. He loves tennis. He loves to sit on couches and be smart, as me and him in Munich, him with his daughter at graduation. And he ran a marathon when he was in his 50s. Who does that? This guy. Congratulations. He also got comedy on the lot and had an agent recruit him to be a comedic actor. And now he writes books. Look at that. Available on Amazon. And LA Lawyer in Munich, My Funny Life. Courtroom stories, they're true stories, folks. They're true stories and they're good stories. 40 plus years of workers' comp law and the philosophy of common sense, where he breaks down the Western educated mind. You saw how many certificates he has. He knows what he's talking about. And a beautiful portrait by his son, Jameson. Our father has been a patron of the arts for a long time now. I love you very much, Dad, and I hope you have a wonderful 75th birthday in Munich, and hopefully you have many more to come.